Ta-da! Hey everyone, hope you're all doing great. Sorry, I was actually on the phone with customer support for one of the printing companies we use. Hope everyone's doing great. I'll share with you what we were doing. Let me pop this image up. Open up. Open up. All right, here we go. So I was getting these. That's Keith Cedar about our podcast we're going to record tomorrow. Let me share my screen here. Share screen. Yes. Trying to share my screen, and it's because I'm in Firefox now. Because Google Chrome is pissing me off. And there the dogs come strolling into that. So, listen, great week. I'm exhausted. We had a great weekend. A great weekend shoot. We shot Saturday. Sunday we shot, as I drink my cream soda with stevia. Sunday we did an interview. Dan Deavy, who hopefully you guys have gotten to know, is doing an interview with me. He's going to do a whole video that's an interview with me about all sorts of things, that many of which have nothing to do with Axanar. And here we go. That's right. Oh, there we go. And the browser can't access your Trekyards. Yeah, that's right. Because I'm using Firefox. So, what are you going to do? So Sunday we spent part of the day over at the dog foster facility that we work with, and part of the day at the studio. Josh Irwin did all the photography. So it was good. It was a great weekend. Let me catch up on some comments here. There's Paul Osborne, Colin Walker. How are you? Colin Skywalker. Val, how are you, Val? Val, make sure you get in touch with me. We got to get moving on these contests. I know I'm slacking, and you're too nice to be pushing me. So get with me. Hey, Kat. That's Cisco's computer. Get off. Look at that. This is Cider. Cider, say hi to everyone. Cider's a cutie. Yes. One of our foster cats who has been cats don't care what you're doing. They get in your face no matter what. Scott G and ATL, how are you? John Tesler. There's my buddy Troy Light. How are you, sir? Jeremy Burton. Steve Short, how are you? Right. Sublet Dave G, Axanar Gaming, which is probably Stogie. Jim Westbrook, you're so freaking late, dude. Really, dude. There's Scott. Do you have it? Maisie fell asleep on my arms while we were waiting. Oh, isn't that sweet? That's Cider that I just showed you. So Maisie is sister cat to Cider here. Right? That's your sister's out in Oregon now. And you're going down on the floor where she'll stay for like 30 seconds maybe if I'm lucky. Let me transfer off these files that I have for you guys. We got a bunch of stuff. I told you guys I'd show you some photos from this weekend, so I want to make sure I do. Got to figure. Oh God, if I know how to do this. I guess that. Oh. So maybe I can use. Maybe I can use the Google Chrome to screen share. We'll have to see how that's like. Let me get this out. Okay. There we go. So let's just stick with Firefox for now. I'll figure this out. So the shoot this weekend was fantastic. It was absolutely amazing, and it was amazing because of the guys. We basically had 6 guys on set, as opposed to 2 years ago when we had 20 guys on set. And we had simply just, we had a great listen. 2 years ago we had a great DP, but he had zero direction from Paul, and what was produced 2 years ago is not Axanar quality. Not only visually, it wasn't Axanar quality. But the performances, two fantastic actors, J.G. Hertzler, James Liu, and they had the worst performances of everyone that was shot. And why was it? Well, one, they waited till the end of the day to shoot them. These guys are in their 60s. JG was 69 back then. And he's 71 now. James Liu's in his 60s. So they're not spring chickens. And they sat around all day at the end. And then just the way Paul was directing was just ludicrous. Even the actors were just not happy with it. This year, Ted Brunetti, one of the top acting coaches in the country, was working as our director, and Mark Edward Lewis as our co-director. So whereas 2 years ago, Paul was never looking through the camera to see what was going on. So the footage we wound up with is just totally unusable. Now, Mark was all focused on what's in the camera. And Mark came with an iPad with all the images from Prelude, just screen caps of everyone from Prelude, and made sure that what we're shooting had the same lighting. The lighting that from 2 years ago was flat. Everything was the same. There's nothing dramatic about it. It was boring as crap. This time, well lit. If you look at Prelude, it's pretty dramatic lighting, except for Kate, who's pretty even. Everyone else, there's some pretty dramatic lighting going on there. Mark matched that. So Mark's job was looking through the camera, right? He also camera operated, but that was pretty easy because he was handling the camera on the tripod on sticks, as they say. But his job was, what's that image look like? Is that going to get us what we need in post? Is that going to get us an image that's as good as Prelude, right? Looks consistent with Prelude. And that was our mission. It was like, look, guys, we made this amazing movie in Prelude. Milton Santiago, our amazing DP back then, did a brilliant job, right? Let's match it. Not be some arrogant schmuck who thinks he knows better than Prelude to Axanar. And the guys did a great job this weekend. Jeff Fagan, our DP, Mark Edward Lewis, who was our co-director. You had Jim Ross, our gaffer. You had Jamie Lucero, our DIT, which is digital ingest technician. He would take all the data. He would take all the memory cards, pop them in the computer, organize it all, make sure we had everything. So, so just a great team. And we only had 6 guys on set, 6.5 if you count Jim's daughter, Mihiko, who handled the clapper. She's a sweetheart, great kid. And Jim doesn't work studio jobs because he's raising his daughter. So he takes her on jobs with him when she's not in school. So he brought her, and it was so funny because she has this, she's a little kid and she has this tiny little voice, and she's like, Travis, scene one. And JG would just be cracking up because she was so cute. It was great. It was really great. Dan did a great job. Dan Deavy was hosting the live stream. He did an amazing job. He also did all the BTS stuff. Got it all. You see puppy ears. I'm not sure. Oh, a cat. So that was the cat was a cider. That was cider. There's Dale Simpson. How are you doing, sir? Oh, Josh Irwin just pulled into his driveway. Josh was there doing behind the scenes. He shot the behind the scenes with Dan Deavy as asking the questions as host. Did a great job. And then Josh was the guy who did all the filming on Sunday. Josh, of course, of Avalon Universe. So make sure you check out them. Olive Drab, how are you? Scott Voigt is there. Hey, sir, how are you doing? Adega Outlaw, it's been a while, sir. It's good to see you. Donnie Pearson is here. Stogie popped in. Just trying to catch up with everyone. Jim says, Mel is the man. Mel is Mark Edward Lewis. Yeah, listen, we're sorry. Unfortunately, just because of timing of having to get the BTS in and using the same location, we only really had one live stream, and I wish we had done more. That's also a factor, of where we were and just planning. We hadn't done that before. We were trying to get a lot in one day, and it was more important to get the BTS than to do the live stream. That's why we have this bonus live stream, Axanar Confidential number 99 tonight. By the way, Crystal brought home gingerbread Oreos. They are the most amazing Oreos I've ever had. You need to go out and get a box. I'm telling you. Yeah, we will get more. Yeah, thanks, right? Yeah, I mean, we'll get more live streams in and get more of the actors on. You can ask Josh. You need to ask Josh. Garth has already showed up in Avalon Universe in one of the recent episodes, the one where Mason comes back. They mint chip Oreos. Okay, there's mint Oreos, of course, but mint Oreos were like the first different flavor Oreo. I think I could be wrong. Now they have every flavor under the sun. Of course you have. Jim's had. So we came out. Listen, we came out of the shoot on Saturday, and I was ecstatic because I was seeing what was coming in and seeing what was. Can I? I'm so okay. Know what we can do? Well, I've posted photos on the blog, on the Axanar.com. So if you check Axanar.com, you'll be able to see. I'm just trying to. Let me just see, because I really want to show some photos here. I want to show it because we had it was just an absolute. What's amazing is how few people we had this time. I mean, this time we had, I don't know, Paul, how many volunteers we have? Not including the kids, because the kids didn't last long. I think the kids were out, grabbed lunch and left. But we had Paul, Lauren, Scott Good, Dale for about half a day, I think. Oh, John Clymer was our medic. Crystal. Well, Crystal was, COVID compliance officer. So that can't include her. Really, we had like five volunteers. And it was perfect. Perfect. The set wasn't crowded. And listen, the location in this school was awesome. We had so much room. It was, it was just awesome how much room we had. We probably used 5,000 square feet. I'm thinking that the studio was 2,000 square feet. The room where we live streamed and did BTS was another 2,000 square feet. And then we had another room, the green room, where the actors hung out and we set up lunch and snacks and coffee and stuff. That was a good 1,000 square feet. So we had a ton of room. People are like, well, what? I have a studio. Why were you in the school? Because the studio has a huge bridge set in there. All right, let's try this, guys. Bear with me a minute here. I'm gonna try and switch from. I'm gonna try and switch over to let's see. Let me see if I can switch over to Chrome so I can actually show you guys Chrome. I should have booted up in Chrome in the first place. So hold on a second. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, it's not picking up the camera. What I should be able to do is as I'm trying to solve my. No, you know what I can do? I can invite myself. Let me send myself an invite on, and I'll use my other computer to share stuff. I think that'll work. We'll see. Plus, it was a great day. It was a beautiful day out, so that helps. You always hate it when it's raining, just because then loading in is a pain in the ass. Oh, you got to be kidding. Okay, so let me. Let's see if this works. I hope you enjoy my new setup. By the way, can you see the new setup? We got the Captain America shields on the wall. All right, I'm trying. I'm getting radical here. All right, I think I might be able. Let's see if I can. I'm going to open up some of the. Paul Osborne took a bunch of photos and sent them to me last night, one at a time. His daughter finally taught him how to share an entire folder. Oh, I guess that froze on the other one. All right, I'm overloading the system. Well, we may not have photos tonight. You may have to go to the website and check out what I posted there. I'm glad, John. I'm glad to hear that. We love what we've seen so far too. I'm just reading some comments right now. Yeah. What would Keanu? Our makeup artist on Saturday had a T-shirt that said, "What would Keanu do?" Keanu Reeves. And that was the talk of the set. Well, what we did do. Yeah. Thank you, Val. Thank you. Yes, you haven't said that in a while. Oh yes, we had Drake's Cakes, courtesy of Paul Osborne. Way too many Drake's Cakes. I did get a pair of Funny Bones, fortunately. So thank you, Paul, as well as a few Devil Dogs. So that was all a lot of fun. Yeah. So the set was, basically we had six and a half people on set. Now we also had Pasha Sovereign, who runs the Gwinnett County video production curriculum. He was helping out, and Allison, who is basically the stage manager, the location manager. Allison, who is Dana's wife, who is the teacher at that school. So it worked out fantastic. It was really great. And what we did was, if you watch the live stream, listen, the live stream is still up, so please go and watch it, right? You can go and watch it. And what we did was, we had a video in a camera set up, broadcasting in the studio, beaming it out to the live stream, and then we did a split screen, so you could always see what was going on inside the studio, which was great. I think that worked out really well, and we'll try to be doing that again. The next thing we're doing is the 3-day shoot in LA. That'll be the next thing that we'll be doing. Matthew Bracey, how are you? Thank you, sir. Well, I tell you, after this weekend, I'm feeling really good. Really good. It's not that I didn't believe we could do it. It's that we did it. And now it's done. One day in the can. And that day produced amazing footage. We were all really, really happy with the footage. We had J.G. Hertzler doing his stuff. And remember, because of this nonsense, Paul Jenkins, the former director, filed a fraudulent copyright on our script. So we are basically in court fighting him. He basically took my script, which he and I edited, and then filed a copyright, which is just so, and then claimed it was solely his. That's fraud. That is filing a fraudulent copyright. Okay? And what he's trying to do is, Paul Jenkins is trying to screw all the fans. We spent $60,000, I think about just under, I think it was about 40 was raised from donors, and I paid the rest. And what Paul's doing, because he's so bitter that I fired him, is he's trying to prevent us from using the footage. Now, to be honest with you, the footage sucks, Paul, because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, right? It really, really sucks. So that's why we're reshooting everything anyway. But and we have to. So we reshot J.D. Herschel. What we've done is gone back to my script without his and my edits. He and I edited the script. And honestly, you get it's not the first time I've had a writer who comes in and thinks, they're God's gift to the universe and they're going to rewrite every little thing. A lot of edits that were meaningless. A lot of things that Paul just didn't understand the story. He didn't understand how technology works. So we've basically gone back to the script from mid 2017, before Paul ever showed up, that I wrote, that a lot of people read and really liked. And I've done some editing on it. JG did some editing on his lines. And that's what we're reshooting. And it's great. And you guys are going to love it. And we will just totally, I mean, at first I was fighting to, make sure we could use everything. And just on the principle of it, the nerve of someone to come in and steal my script and then, claim it was his is just ridiculous. So we sued Paul, and we're still in court, and we're going to win because his first set of lawyers were an absolute nightmare. Both sets of my lawyers, I have two sets of lawyers working on it. Both sets of my lawyers were like, this guy is the biggest bozo we've ever seen in court. I mean, it was ridiculous. A prestigious firm in Atlanta too. So he's quit. That law firm has quit or been fired by Paul. I don't know what he should have fired. I don't know. He helped Paul file a fraudulent copyright, and so we're going after that law firm too for legal fees. So we'll see. The good news is everyone's on board on reshooting everything. It's like, if it one, we don't want to use any of Paul's edits. Two, the footage he shot was, a lot of it was crap. Three, he lost footage. Him and his producer lost footage, right? There was a problem with one of the memory chips. Okay, that happens on set. But rather than tell us, his producer, Scott Conley, didn't tell me, he didn't tell Paul. They were just like, well, too bad. While we had all the actors there and could have reshot everything, we lost footage from 3 actors because of what they did. And honestly, that's why, you want to know why you're not working on professional productions? Shit like that. So there's a lot of compelling reasons for us to reshoot everything. And now what's happened, now we can reshoot everything. We can reshoot things for a third of what we were paying before, because we've gotten things so tight. I mean, Paul was wasting money on stupid crap. He has no regard for donors' money. But we're not. We ran a really tight ship. We did this entire shoot for $7,000. 1 day, $7,000. They were doing basically $20,000 a day 2 years ago. So we've cut it down by 2/3. We're a third. So now it'll be more in LA, traveling across the country, more expenses. It's probably going to cost $35,000-$40,000 to shoot 3 days in LA. So a little more expensive. Still less than we paid here in Atlanta 2 years ago. We're running things a lot better. We're running things a lot tighter. COVID's also made us be smarter. We don't have as many people on set, right? We had 6.5 people on set. I say 6.5 because of Jim Ross's daughter. Let me go back and read some of your comments. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Rob Pralgo was supposed to be there this weekend, but he's on a job out of state, so he's going to shoot in March. And most of Jamie Rennell's of Leonard's dialogue I wrote, not Paul. So Paul can go pound sand. Oh, Scott, you should have watched the live stream. I mean, you wouldn't have spoiled anything by watching the live stream. The beaky looking thing is that's a horse head from Stargate SG-1. There you go. And then I guess I can show you guys some of the. Let me show you some of the things that I have here. Since you guys have been asking, so I finally rearranged my room, and I put in this furniture, good old IKEA, right? Because I needed to have something that I could display some of my stuff on. So here we have Cisco's computer from Deep Space Nine. The Polaron emitter that disrupted the matrix of the changelings. So when they found out Martok was a changeling. This is Cisco's Horizon model from his office. That is his pad when he bought land on Bajor. He was holding a pad. That's the pad he was holding. This is his clock. When the aliens influence him and he builds this clock, that's the clock. And this is Garak's tailoring tool. You'll see Garak using this from time to time. One of my prizes being a huge Garak geek. And then everyone's favorite, Orgon. Underneath here is a G.I. Joe space capsule. That's the anniversary edition they sold through FAO Schwartz exclusively about 15 years ago. This is my little Axanar shrine here. I've got my Admiral's hat as well as our Karn bust. I know we sold these years ago. Sold out, and they were signed by Richard. It was a limited edition of 50. Oh, can you see that? There you go. This one's number 1, of course. And then over here, this is my Kelvin phaser from the 2009 J.J. Abrams movie. And as many of you know, I just got this. This is the Kelvin communicator. So I have the 2 Kelvin props. I've been chasing this piece for 10 years. So that's it. Oh, and then over here is the phaser power cell. Ta-da! So that goes over here. And then what else? And then Captain America shields. Oh, I guess you have to tilt that up there. There you go. That's right. Captain America shields. So there you go. So Lauren, how are you? Good to see you, young lady. It was great to see you, and thank you for helping out so much. Lauren is Paul Sturm's daughter, and doggy mama to Artemis, one of the Belgian Malinois we had that we rescued. Let's see. I'm just reading through some of your comments. Yeah, that's exactly what happened in 2019. The B camera had a faulty memory card, and when they found out, Scott Conley, Paul's producer, not only didn't say anything, he blamed it on Jeff Fagan. That's how Jeff Fagan and I got to be friends. I heard about this, and I heard we lost the footage, and Stogie told me at one point, Stogie's like, Alec, you need to talk to Jeff, because this whole story that they're blaming Jeff for is bullshit. So I started talking to Jeff, and Jeff told me, and I was like, oh man, thanks. And it was, and I really like Jeff, we worked through, and we just started talking, and I like the way he thinks. I like the way he talks. He's really loves his gear, and he's really knowledgeable about gear. So I'm totally excited. And him and Mel worked great together this weekend. That was awesome. No, they really did lose the footage. The challenge was they should have told, first of all, Scott Connelly was the secondary line producer. He wasn't even the line producer. For him not to pass that information up the chain of command is unacceptable. In Hollywood, he would never work another day in his life. That is, you get on the do not hire list with shit like that. So, so that was, and there was someone else involved, but I'm not going to throw them under the bus. But Scott's on my shit list. Oh, Scott Connelly is also the guy who stopped Rob Hayes, our actor, at Las Vegas Star Trek convention and talked shit about me for 10 minutes to him. Rob comes over to our booth and says, that Scott guy stopped me and was just, talking smack about you. And he goes, Rob was like flabbergasted. He couldn't believe anyone would do that. These guys don't know how to act like professionals. In Hollywood, you don't do that. In Hollywood, when you leave a production, you don't burn bridges. And I know you guys aren't Hollywood professionals, but that's the way it works, guys. And that's what you should have done. I know the haters are going to make Paul watch this. And good. Really, I got nothing good to say about Paul Jenkins. Yeah, I've got a 2x2 over here holding stuff also. Yeah, that's a data. Yes, that is a dataless class. Now, Keith, Romulan ale is not legal in the Federation. Hey, Lauren, thanks for stopping by. Hey, Jess Hobby, our pilot friend, and one of the guys who helped out a lot on the move. Thank you. Thank you, Jess, for that. Yeah, listen, we all make mistakes, but Jeff is a pro about it, right? Jeff is a pro. If he's going to make a mistake, he's going to tell you. I just went through all of my Eagle sets. I seem to have 2 extra sets, and I'm missing one. I'm missing New Adam, New Eve. So I've got, all those diecast sets I got no place to put them there until I get a new house. They're not going to go on display. Rob Hayes is awesome. Rob Hayes is amazing. I love Rob Hayes. And Raj was great as well. Both of those guys are pros. Decent people. Larry Rode. Larry is was our transportation coordinator this weekend. Another one of our key volunteers. He picked up Ted and drove him around. So thank you, Larry. You were awesome. By the way, Larry, make sure I have your address, because I'm going to send you one of our flash sets as a little gift. Yes, I have 2 extra sets. I've got to find out, which I may be putting up for sale, so I'll let you know, because I got to find out about the set that I don't have, and I need to be able to pick up that set. And then what's coming, I'm not sure if I'm missing stuff or if it just hasn't been shipped yet or whatever. Zevia cream soda. Obviously, it's made with stevia. So hey, listen. Make sure you go to the website axanar.com and check on the article that I wrote. It's pretty short, but it's got a bunch of photos. What was great was just and there's 2 sets of monitors. The DIT has a set of monitors, A cam, B cam, and then there were another 2 sets set up for the directors. So that's kind of like your video village, right? So I was watching the 2 sets of monitors, and right in the beginning, Mark Edward Lewis pulls out his iPad and is like, okay, he's just scrolling through them and he goes, here's Prelude, here's what we're doing, here's Prelude, here's what we're doing. And man, right on. We are going to be putting together some side-by-side comparisons of what we did this weekend compared to what was done 2 years ago, just so you see how much better what we did this weekend was than some of the crap that was produced 2 years ago. And it angers me because that was donor money that was wasted through sheer arrogance, and wasted through incompetence when we lost footage. Again, the mistake wasn't losing the footage. The mistake was not doing anything about it, informing the executive producer. I still have the two eagles over there. You can just see them, and those are going to go at some point. I think what we're doing is I'm just going to roll out and do a massive sale of everything that's not nailed down. Yes, right. The calendars are still available, and I wish I could show you. I wish I could screen share this so I could show you. Let's see if this computer's dead. It's dead, Jim. Yeah. I'll plug you in. So we got little round stickers that say Axanar Limited Edition. It's got a little area where I can put 1 out of 250, 2 out of 250. I can write that. Stick that on the calendar, and it'll give it'll make it a little more official, just a little cooler, right? So the calendar is still available. The autograph calendars are, I believe, still available in the Area Studio store. I don't think we've sold out of them yet. Let's see. By the way, and the pins are doing great. The Klingon pin. Just remind me never to boot up in Firefox. Let's see. Yeah, the calendar. Let's see. Yeah, there's 38 there, and there's 40 there. 78. So we have 78 calendars left. So we've sold about 78. That makes it 172 calendars sold. So we've sold 172 calendars. Autographed calendars so far. So there you go. Yes, we did put a heavier cover on the calendar, and it really, really makes a difference. There are many. I'm gonna find here. Let me pull out a calendar, and I'll show you guys. So yeah, this is like 100-pound stock. I forgot what it was. So here is the calendar, and it's got this really nice, thick, glossy cover, right? And then here on the back, everyone signed it, right? So there's me and JG, and there's Raj, and there's Rob. So the 4 actors signed here. And then here is the crew. That's Crystal, Ted Brunetti, Mark Edward Lewis, boom. And so there's this big space in the middle here, and that's where the sticker's going to go, right? It's a great calendar. It's better than last year's in a lot of respects. I like the imagery better. These are more screen caps from Prelude, but I like last year we had Brendan Goodyear's artwork. But either way, are you okay, Pee-wee? What are you barking? What was that about? Jim Westbrook, did you get a job? Did you get a job yet? Please don't be spending money. I'll hold them for you. Don't spend money if you didn't get a job. I'll put them aside for you, and whenever you get a job, you can Yeah, matter of fact, I'll ship them to you when you ever get a job. You pay me. Jim's like one of our best customers, loyalist donors. He's just awesome. So we need to take care of him. Val, you can tell Rob Praligo you think he's dreaming. That's not my job. Don't worry, right? They will not sell out. Keats Cast, how are you? Yeah, not now, Dale. Tell me next week. Yeah, we'll have other things for the rest of the cast and crew to get. So don't worry. Oh, I'm getting some holes in my house pants. I know that was kind of random, huh? So there you go. I'm gonna for StreamYard, I'm gonna stick with Chrome since that's kind of what it was built for. We got new stuff coming. Oh, do you guys want to see the new stuff? Okay, here's what came in today. Galactica patch came in today. Okay, there you go. It's huge. It's like almost 6 inches tall. 5 inches? Was that 5 inches? I guess that's 5 inches. It's beautifully embroidered. It's awesome. So this is part of the 5-patch set, which I'll show you. Do I have them here? No. These patches are bigger than our patch. I purposely made them bigger than our patches, than Axanar patches. So here you go. So it's 5 patches. It's the Galactica. It's the Viper Mark 7. It's the Raptor. It is the Stealth Blackbird. Stealth Viper Blackbird. And then the Mark II. That's the 5-patch set. And it's $39.95. Now, we should also talk about, here's the Boy Cat. Boy Cat, come here. Come here, Boy Cat. Oh. If anyone, I think Crystal wants to keep Boy Cat here. This is Oreo. Hi, Oreo. How you doing? He's our stoner. He's a stoner. He likes the Grateful Dead and catnip. Right? All right, buddy. He's a sweet. He is. Oh, he was such a great cat with the dogs. They were just upstairs, and it was like the 3 black and tans, Mama Zoe and Itty Bitty, were on the bed, and they're right in the mix was Oreo, just lying. They were all sprawled out and he was just one of the dogs. It was fucking hysterical. These aren't squadron patches, Dale. These are the equipment patches, right? That was the whole idea, that there were already squadron patches. What we did was made equipment patches. I will be putting the standard unsigned calendar in the store. Thanks for reminding me. I'll do that tomorrow. There is a Pegasus patch already. Axanar jackets. There's so much to do. There's only so many things we can do, and jackets we never got to it. Yes, the other two. I don't know if Stoner here has orange eyes. Hey. Oh God. You're gonna knock all my patches over that I made nice neat piles of. Hold on. Okay, she did it. He did it. Boy cat, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, do not go chewing on Hawk Girl. Yeah. Well, they all have orange eyes. It's really cute. I totally love Cider. She's amazing. Lucy. What? Hey! What are you doing? Yeah. Yes, you. Don't come over and try and be all nice now. Oreo came over and what? All right. You just You be good. Don't chew on Hawk Girl, or I'm going to have to excommunicate you. I know it's sad. It's sad. XMA released that next summer, sometime. We have more patches. Whoa! Yes, now you want to be love it. We also just got in the Geronimo and Crazy Horse patches. There you go. There's Crazy Horse. The Geronimo one is as cool. Those patches will go on. What? Those patches will go on sale probably in December, beginning of December. We will be having a Black Friday sale. So stay tuned. Yes, Black Friday sale. Don't drink my stevia. Okay. Boy cat, get down. Dogs don't do that. Dogs stay with. Yeah, I know, Stoner. Oh God. Yeah, you want to see that? Let me show you the Geronimo patch. I'll have to go get it. All right, we're going to get a Geronimo patch. Which one of the dogs I think chewed, or one of the cats chewed? Oh no. Here's the Geronimo. Yeah, it's beautiful. Those are both beautiful. And then the Cochise is coming as well. So 3 ships, add the Tecumseh, which we already have. What? And those are, there you go. We'll have had 4 patches from the Geronimo class. We're gonna have to start doing another class of I love when animals, I mean, he's doing what my dogs do, and that is they take their head and they put it under your hand. Oh, what I'm purring up a storm. Can you hear this? Listen. You guys. Purring up a storm. Yeah, the messenger bags are great. Well, they say never go on with kids or animals. Yes, Oreo. All right, so that's it. Any questions before we thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Look at that. Now we get all the people whose names I can't pronounce. I have a great picture of Cider came over and just later cheating down on one of my hands while I was typing, so I couldn't type anymore. What? Oh no, another one just came. Which one's? All right, before this place is going to the cats, so we're gonna take off. Okay, Friday, Axanar Confidential number 100. Okay, on Black Friday. I'm gonna try and get JG on. I'm gonna try and get some special guests. We may wind up doing a 2-hour special. You're just such a pain. Yes, I considered it today, and I was looking at polo shirts. And is another very loyal, long-time customer of the Aries Studio Store. You don't get on our live stream that much, and it's good to see you. It really is. I think you have order. Battlestar patches just came in. I'll be shipping them out over the next couple days. What? Ow. Okay, no biting, little brat. Yeah, we'll probably go like 9 to 11 is my guess for Axanar Confidential. And then there's definitely going to be weekend brunch this weekend. Because there's my other computer. Weekend brunch this weekend for the international folks. Yes. That's it. Listen, people. Okay. We're going to take off. I want to say thank you. You guys are the loyal ones who are always watching. Thank you so much. We are going to what? We had a great weekend. I can't tell you how excited I am. The footage is amazing. Everyone was fired up. All 3 actors just had a wonderful time. The crew was excited, and everyone kept saying that was not only a great shoot, but I had fun. There you go. Yes, that is the Warship game on the other monitor. If you want. And come out and play Warships. That's a Japanese battleship I just played. So yes, it is. All right, listen, everyone. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're working on 3D printed ships. We're also working on NFTs. So stay. Hey, I will. Yes, I will hurt you. Yeah, by not giving you more catnip because I'm such a softie. All right. Yeah, I don't blame you. Sturm's going to bed. So am I after some warships. So thank you all. We appreciate it. You guys take care, and I will continue. I'm going to take them upstairs and lock them away. I lock them in the bedroom, so it ain't like a big deal. Their kingdom. So thank you so much, everyone. We will. I'll see you Friday, episode number 100. Take care. Live long and prosper. Cheers.